Hi friends, Dan here from Software Made Simple. Today's tutorial is how to fix the missing leading zero on zip codes when using Microsoft Excel. Although Excel has a feature to format cells using a zip code format, when it comes time to merge that into a Word mail merge, the leading zero disappears and it can be pretty frustrating to say the least. Let me show you a quick way to solve this problem once and for all. Let's start by opening up a blank Excel document. In one of my previous tutorials, I created a mailing list example, and that's what I'll be using for today's tutorial. So let's get started. The first thing we need to do, next to the zip code field, we need to add another column, and I'm just going to call this postal. This is where our formula that we're going to write is going to be placed to force a leading zero for those zip codes that will not display it. Now, I'd like to draw your attention to something. Let's choose any one of the zip codes with a zero. I'd like you to look up in the formula bar right here. This is what the actual data is going to look like. Even though we forced a zero using the zip code format feature, it is not displaying here. We're going to fix that problem by writing our own formula. So the first thing I would like to do, so you can see the formula work in action, is I'm going to highlight the zip code column. I'm going to right click anywhere in the column. I'm going to go down to Format Cells, and I'm going to choose General to turn off the zip code format feature. Hit OK, and now you see that the leading zeros are gone. The reason I'm doing this is I'd like you to be able to see the finished product in the postal field, showing that the leading zero will actually be there. We're going to use what's called an if statement. And up in your formula bar, if you click on Insert Function, you will get another dialog box, and the first one that comes up on mine is an if statement. If you double click this, a series of arguments appear. Basically, this is an if, then, else statement. That if certain conditions are met, then a value will return. If those conditions are not met, then another value will return. So what we're going to do in the very first one is we're going to just choose the first zip code, which is G2. So our test is if the cell G2 is less than 9999, and that is the highest number we can have in a zip code before you need a leading number 1. The next value will be, I want to add a 0. I'm going to use the ampersand sign and then whatever content is in cell G2. If those conditions are not met and there is no leading 0, I want it just to equal the content in G2. And you can see the result on the right hand side. So let's hit OK, and now you can see the content is correct in the postal field. Now we need to copy the formula in cell H2 to each of the subsequent cells underneath it. So what we're going to do is just use our shortcut copy feature, which is Control or Command plus C, and with your mouse just highlight the cells underneath it, and then with a shortcut to paste, we're going to hit Control or Command plus V and just hit Enter. Now you can see that each of the zip codes that are supposed to have a leading 0 on the right hand side actually do. So we're almost done, but there is one more step. You want to go back to your mail merge, and in this case I actually deleted the old mail merge document and created a new one again. But what you want to do is you have to go in and update that zip code field, because right now it's defaulting to the old zip field, which, as we know from the document, is missing the 0, and we can see that right here. So we're just going to hit Match Fields, and if you scroll down on the left and find the postal code, you'll see we have it tied to the zip code field. We're going to change this and use our postal column and just hit OK. And if you hit Update Labels, you'll see all the zeros are now back. And that's how you add a leading zero in Microsoft Excel when using the Mail Merge feature. This is Dan from Software Made Simple. If you like this video, please hit the subscribe button below. Thanks for watching and have a great day.